Chris Lovell here with another edition of Pirate Talk. I've got head boys golf coach Cord Wilburn, and how did you get into coaching boys golf at the high school level?
Well, that's all I had done growing up was basketball, and when I was coaching girls basketball for a long time, and I talked to the high school coach at Coronado at that time, and we started talking about golf, and I thought it would be really fun to coach golf, and because I'd kind of got the basketball coaching out of the way, and like I said, the only other thing I'd ever done was golf, and played golf in high school and junior college, and so had an opportunity to get started, and loved it ever since.
Yeah, you're channeling your inner Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan, man. Basketball, golf. Yeah, I like that. I can get along with that for sure.
Yep.
And you, I think it's fascinating because you teach science.
Yes, teach biology.
Like,
yes.
Are we making volcanoes? Or oh no, you teach biology.
Biology.
Okay, I wanted to go.
Well, we did do a liver enzyme lab the other day, so
okay,
we made some bubbles there.
Okay. Do you like science?
Oh, I love science.
You do? Okay, yeah.
I love it.
Okay, how was that your subject of? How did you get steered that direction back in the day when you were like, I got to teach a subject about?
Well, I'm really not good at math. I don't like math.
Hey, yeah, touche. Me neither.
And history, I'd never really. It's already happened.
Right.
I like science because it never repeats. It's always changing. Always changing.
Yeah.
Curiosity. I'm a curious guy.
Okay, there you go. Okay. So how many science classes do you teach?
I teach 4.
4 of them. Okay.
4 biology.
Okay, yes. There you go. So yeah, cells, and do they have to do the big styrofoam experiment, like where they show the inner workings of the cell and
all the organelles?
Oh yeah, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the difference between teaching science and coaching golf? Is it the same? Is it take me through the different challenges that Coach Wilburn is posed with?
There's a lot of similarities. Anytime you teach or coach anything, I think they go hand in hand. You've got guys and students that really want to do that and really excel and are just natural. Then you've got guys that have to work at it. And you see that both in classroom and golf. Some guys are just natural, and they can just go out and swing a club and just nothing to it. And
those are the guys that really frustrate everybody, right?
Yeah, they frustrate me because I'm not either one of those.
Working at it, grinding at it, everything, and then you just go out there and hit score a 72, with no effort or no practice.
And then some students in class can just sit there and you don't think they're listening at all, but they get on the test. And
98. Yeah. That's not me. Again, it sounds like you either. Take me through how you ended up at Cooper, because Coach Sexton, you got a good relationship with him.
Yes, sir. So my time at Monterey, we had kind of battled against each other, and I had a lot of respect for Coach Sexton and what he's done at Cooper, and has continued to do it at Liberty, I'm sure. And we just battled against each other, and he just reached out to me and said, I think I've got a good opportunity for you if you want it. And he knew that, I think we both take golf really serious, and we really want golf to excel. And great relationship with Coach Sexton, and really honored that he even considered me for the job. To take his place, because like I said, he's the one that started Lubbock-Cooper golf, and he built it to what it is. I'm just trying not to do anything. So basically everything kind of still runs through him. I ask him a lot of questions a lot.
He told me to ask you, have you ever shown up to a golf tournament that you were playing in and forgotten your clubs?
I did. Yeah, city championship, and I had taken them out. The kids wanted to go eat somewhere the night before, and I usually never take my clubs out of the back of my pickup. And for some reason, we were going to take my clubs, or my car, and take them out, wake up, go to the course, get the back. Oops, they're not there.
Yeah. So that's where you just sat. It's like Roy McIlroy, 10 Cup. You just asked to borrow somebody's set.
Yeah, and I did.
Play a whole round, right?
I borrowed a set and went after it and I played okay.
There
but
you go.
didn't play great, but it was.
And see, I'm not mentally tough enough to like hang in there. It'd throw me all off. Like I need my clubs, or I'm just throwing off. Let's talk about your season. This is you're a sport that you're coaching a sport that's kind of really year round, and it's in both semesters. But kind of take me through that dynamic for people that don't know how this whole thing is set up.
So a lot of times, like in New Mexico where I'm from, golf was just in the spring, and in your lower classes in Texas, it's just in the spring. But when you get to 5A, 6A golf, it's year round, and we can play in 8 tournaments a year, plus district, plus regionals, plus state.
Okay, so district tournaments don't count towards your 8.
No, they do not count. Not anything. If we had because one year we did 3 rounds of district, and that would count towards 8.
Gotcha.
As long as it's 2 rounds, it doesn't count towards the 8. So yeah, we can split those any way we want. We can go 2 in the fall, 6 in the spring. Generally, I like to go 4 and 4.
Okay.
Just because I think it keeps us going throughout the year. And we've got 3 really good teams here at Cooper, and so that's everybody getting 8 tournaments. And so we do a lot of qualifying, do a lot of playing. Teams are constantly changing, going to different tournaments, and then we have a little break right around middle of November. We'll have a break from November to January. We still play. It's kind of like the PGA, we call it the off season, but we're still playing against each other. We do some Ryder Cup stuff and some match play stuff. But yeah, we take a little break there, and then as soon as we get back from Christmas break, we have about 2 weeks qualifying, then we're right back in it.
How many teams do you have?
We have 3 teams. We've got a black and a red, which is generally the 2 what we like to consider our varsity teams.
Okay.
And then we've got a white team that for guys that we think are going to make it in the future, or freshmen that we think are going to make it in the future. Developing.
Yeah. Okay.
And so the good thing, like I said, with being at Cooper, the support we have, we can send those teams just about anywhere we need to, and especially for that black and red team, they need to play all over the state. And we've got such good parents, such good people at Cooper that let us and allow us to do that. I mean, so it really helps us out a lot.
Is Coach Wilburn more of a golf coach or more psychologist with these kids? I mean, because you know what I mean. Most hey, I got my own swing coach, man, or take me through all that dynamic.
So it is tough because you've got 15 guys, and 8 of them might have 8 different swing coaches. And I try not to say anything about a swing.
Okay.
Now, some of these guys I know. I've been around long enough to where I know who their coach is, and I kind of know what they're looking for. So every now and then I'll say, if I see something, I'll just say, hey, what have you and your coach been working on? And they'll tell me, and I can kind of gear them to say it, say what I see. Yeah. But no, I never. Most of my job is helping them around the course management, talking to them about their mental game.
Yeah.
Because golf, that's what golf is, and I always tell them, nobody's playing defense on you in golf. It's hard for them to understand that.
Well, that sand trap is that pond.
Yeah,
over there
but that's all. That's the architect, and they put those things out, and that's what they want you to look at. And if you're focused on that, then so you just gotta help them out and try to tell them, it's nobody ever hits perfect shots. Every shot.
Yeah.
So, but
at
that age, they they think they're immortal, and they think every shot should be perfect, and so if you can just dial them back a little bit and let them know, hey, it's okay.
Golf is like baseball; it's a failure sport.
Yeah, it is.
You're gonna miss hit, or you're gonna strike out, or whatever. More often than you're gonna.
It's a game of misses. It's a game of how good your miss is.
There you go. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Deciding where you take them. Tell me about putting your schedule together and deciding how do I want to challenge them. Is it all based off of where the district rounds will be, or do you just say, man, let's get out, let's go do something, play against people we haven't played, or a course? I mean, take me through that dynamic.
So we want to go play the best in the state, because our ultimate goal is to get to state every year.
Okay.
And so we want to play courses like what we're going to see down south.
There you go. Good.
And obviously we want the best competition. And the best competition is DFW Austin areas. And so we try to get out there as much as we can. And again, that's just a product of what Coach Sexton has built, because he got that started, and it allows us to go down there, and that's where we want to go. So basically, sometimes we're just like a horse trainer. We'll take those horses anywhere, anytime. Just load them up in the trailer and take them. They play.
Just don't let them run.
Yeah.
Don't let them run. That's right. Best course that you've ever played at personally?
That I've ever played at?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably, I'd have to say, that's tough, because probably have to say either course in San Diego, Riverside.
Just playing golf in San Diego. It's like, right.
But, honestly, a local course by Albuquerque, Paco Ridge.
Okay.
Is a really phenomenal course.
Best course that you've never played at that you would love to?
Realistically, if I could ever play a course that I've never played at, I like old style country club courses.
Like St. Andrews or what?
No, those are links style.
Okay, yeah.
I like the old.
I was going
tree
really
line.
old.
Yeah, you're going right.
Yeah.
Everybody laughs at me when I say this, but Colonial would be a great place to play, just because
I
it's
grew
an
up in Fort
old
Worth. That's
style. It's but obviously everybody wants to play Augusta at some point. But that's just, it's kind of a far-fetched dream.
You ever been?
I've never been to Augusta.
Yeah, TV doesn't do it justice.
I've had a bunch of friends go.
Yeah.
They've talked to me about it, but someday I'll get down there.
Yeah, Colonial, man, in Fort Worth, which the PGA holds that tournament every. You got to be, boy. You can't grip it and rip it, boy. It's those trees are tall, and it's playing defense. Kind of what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You a PGA or Live Tour guy?
Oh, PGA.
Okay, yeah.
PGA.
I just thought I'd ask.
I can't.
I know.
There's a dad, one of my players' dads. It was funny. We were in Fort Worth and watching Corbin, and Dad came up to me, and I guess me and my player Corbin had been talking about it, and I guess he had told his dad, and his dad was a Live guy, so we had a good chat about it for a hole or two.
A good chat. Yeah, that's right. If you weren't coaching golf, you'd be coaching what?
Basketball.
Yeah, hoops. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Your philosophy on what are you a rev 'em up guy before these tournaments, or are you a say nothing guy before these tournaments, these big tournaments?
Honestly, I'm kind of basketball. It's a reactionary sport. You've got to something bad happens, you can go back and make something happen right then, something good. With golf, we talk to them. It's more of a preparation. It's not a rev 'em up. It's kind of just tell them to have a poker face.
Almost be calm.
Yeah, just be calm and relax, and I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's my approach to it.
Coach Wilburn's ideal foursome. If you dead or living or dead, if you could put a foursome together that you could go play with, who would it be?
My dad, my brother, and Tiger.
Yeah, your family, and then the ultimate ringer. There you go. Yeah, that's
and my
good.
dad and my brother can take a cart, and I'll ride with Tiger.
That's right. So you're in the midst of the fall schedule right now, and
Yes,
we talked about the district is in the spring and all that stuff, and so kind of right now, are you just figuring out? Kind of what you're, just kind of getting some rounds under your belt and all these things. Because, here's one thing I thought was fascinating is your black team or your red team may be different depending on how they do. That's not established. That is ever changing.
Right. It's it changes all the time. We try to qualify for every tournament. If they're not just back to back, because we want our players to be under the gun all the time.
Yeah.
And we don't want them to feel safe on one team. So, and we obviously want to put the best players out there, the best time, because golf, just like with baseball, I'm sure you can get in slumps, and so if you're in a slump and you don't qualify for this tournament, well, there might be somebody that's coming on pretty strong and qualifies, and so we're trying to get our 5 best out there, and at the very end during district, we can actually take 2 teams to regionals, 2 teams to state.
And you've done this,
and so that's the ultimate goal. If we can get all 10 guys to compete every time in qualifying, compete every tournament, then ultimately that's what we're setting up for, is to try to get 2 teams out of district and to regionals and 2 teams out of regionals to state.
Tell me what Coach Tressler is. He's been able to help you
Oh.
out this year. Yeah, take me through.
Tremendously.
Garrett Tressler has kind of joined the high school staff,
Yeah.
helping you out.
He's done a great job. He he does a lot of I'm not really savvy with computers and the simulator. So Coach Tressler does a really good job when we're in the indoor, and he knows numbers. He can, he knows how to work the system pretty well. He does a great job with paperwork and does a great job with that red team. So yeah, Coach Tressler has helped out tremendously because the first year I got here, Coach Sexton was going to help a lot more, but I think the constraints of his new job was a lot more than maybe he thought. And so there for a while it was just, he was helping out as much as he could, but I think right then he thought, well, got to get him an assistant. So
There you go. One more thing. You are in a unique situation because I think you guys have to practice all over the place. It's like each kid maybe has a home course,
Yeah.
and you're using the rolls, and you're using some different things. When Red Feather is completed, which will be right by, I think that'll be a facility that the Cooper golf teams, both high schools, can utilize. Pretty cool.
That I haven't heard anything concrete on that, but I'll tell
I can tell you.
But I'll tell you that is, when that first came about, that was the ultimate thought that I had in my mind was, man, that would be so great because Cooper's so far south and our guys, especially with guys practice, we're driving all over the place.
Yes, you are.
And I just thought, man, how cool would that be to have that right in your backyard? And so yeah, if we get access to that, it would be such a game changer for practice, for just preparing, for ease on the kids and the parents to just be right there. So yeah, it'd be tremendous. And I know the guys that are that are building it and what their dream is, what their goal is, and it's just everything they're doing is, you can tell it's first class. It's unbelievable. Every time I go to a tournament, that's all people ask me is about Red Feather.
That's awesome.
And I tell them, I say, there's a couple holes out there right now you can probably play a tournament on right now. Because I drive by it every now and then. I go.
You're not one of those people over there flying the drone over
No,
there.
no, I don't fly the
out.
drone.
Yeah.
No, I take my pickup and roll by
I got
and look
you.
at
I
it.
got you. Man, I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
That was good, man.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, we
give you
can
the
do this.
fist bump. I didn't know.
I screwed that up. Yeah, but that's another edition of Pirate Talk. That's Cord Wilburn. I'm Chris Level. Thank you for watching.